You little creep, why you keep watching me? Hovering around my page, just trying to breathe up on my stage. Leave me alone. You little creep, why you keep stalking me? Looking for my life like you belong in my night. Leave me alone. You little low down drunk. Everything you do feels fake. Every move is for display alone. That spirit you sell ain't real. That soulfulness is just a peel. I ain't got time for your raggedy deal. Go get a life and get real. I gave you grace, I gave you space. I tried to let it fade. I took the high road, bit my tongue, and still you kept parading. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't come creeping on my page. Don't come stepping on my stage. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't write me no song. Don't say my name. Don't do me wrong. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get on my zone. Leave me alone. I'm going back home. I unfollowed you, I let it rest. Did not report you, did not make a mess. But don't send me no friend requests. So don't send me no follow requests. I try to be decent, I try to be kind. Oh, this kind of friendship ain't nowhere near mine. Go creep on somebody else's page. Go jump on somebody else's stage. I do not want no part of you. Something ain't right in what you do. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my game out your boot. Oh, take 1 minute, find yourself and meditate God love. Leave me alone. Ooh, leave me alone. Oh, don't come creeping on my page. Don't come stepping on my stage. Oh, leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone. Don't write me no song. Don't say my name. Don't do me wrong. Just leave me alone. I thought we were friends, but that ain't this. Friend don't move like you're a feminist. Go play the victim. Ooh, well, you cry. Go act like the martyr when it all falls down. And no matter what I say, and no matter what I do, I'll be that angry black man. If the lies you tell is true, do what you do, but this ends here. I'm done with you. I'll be that angry black man, and the lies you tell is true. That's not a lie. That's your truth. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
What?
I love that.
I saw you back there jamming.
I love that.
You
Leave
know,
me alone.
it came back from our ancestors. Leave me alone, Lord. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I get to sit down with someone whose work feels like motion, emotion, and color. as if they had an argument and all came together elegantly. And Bryant Small is an award-winning creator based in New Jersey. He has corrected me on his title, and I have forgotten. So go ahead, because
So
it has been elevated.
it's all these things. So I am an artist. I am a creator, but I'm also the curator of a museum. I'm a museum curator as well. So I wear lots of different hats.
There you go.
And
There you
so
go.
what I'll tell you is that I've started because I am going to create a look while we're here at the same time. So I'm starting. That's it.
Okay.
But
All right.
continue.
So one of the reasons why everyone asks how do people could become guests, and really it is something that I feel in my spirit, and I say I really want to talk to this person. Um, the way that I met Bryant, this is the first time we've had a conversation. Everyone
Yeah.
understands that's how the show goes. Um, but I did a dumb dance, and I said I got 1,000 followers, y'all. And Bryant was the first person to comment, and he said, "Congratulations! I can't wait till you get to 10 million." And then when I went to your show, you were live like the next
Yeah.
day. He said, "Hey everybody, William Rochelle or Bill, I forgot what you called me, just got 1,000 followers. Let's help him get further because we all get there together." And I'm like, God, this guy doesn't even know me, but he is sending out love and inspiration and congratulations, and that aligns with everything that I want to do, uplifting others. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm
that's
always conscious in like the social media space. Um, we don't all get the same shot. And so anytime I'm able to help any other creator get their message out, especially when it's a message of authenticity, a message of connection and growth, I'm always going to support it. I don't have to know, someone for 10 years to feel that and to get that. We all want a shot. So like if
yeah.
I'm able to push someone, and get other people involved and excited about what you're doing, I'm going to do it.
Thank you.
Of
So
course.
everyone out there, I am going to call upon Kenneth Dunner, Jackie Hallberg, and Carrie. So 5 seconds before I went on, Brian said I get to pick the colors he uses today for his artwork. So I want each of you to give a color separately, and then I will tell you which color I'll tell you in advance what colors I chose. I chose purple, gold, and orange. Um,
When I
and
tell you
somehow,
purple is probably the most popular color that comes up when I ask people to choose colors. Probably 95% of the time, purple ends up in there.
so no purples.
No,
So
I just always say purple has the best PR agent ever because everybody is like, purple is royal, purple is majestic. And it's like, no, purple has a great PR agent that has made us believe that. That's what's going on. But no, purple is fine.
so Jackie chose purple. Carrie, what color? What color? What color, Carrie?
Carrie's gonna
And
choose purple
Kenneth,
too.
no, she can't choose purple. We need we need a different color. Carrie, what color do you want to choose for this? Pink. Carrie wants pink.
Okay, purple, pink.
And Kenneth, do you want to choose a color? Oh, Kenneth chose black.
Okay, purple, pink, and black.
And
Okay,
then if you could take one of my colors, I chose gold because what I'm imagining is
let me write that down.
purple, pink, black, and gold. What I'm imagining is, the old, I don't want to say Chinese or Japanese. I don't know the
Yeah.
difference, but how they used to take gold and take a cracked piece of a cracked vase and
Yep.
then use the gold. So that's how I'm imagining the gold to go through.
So I just did a show at the museum recently with an artist who uses the Japanese art of kitsugi. That's what it's called, where
Thank you.
anything broken can be made stronger with the use of gold. So kintsugi is what that's called. I guess I could do something like that. I try not, so I'll tell you with my process, I try not to recreate anything that's already been done. So very
Perfect.
often when I'm live, people will say, "Can you do Avatar? Can you do a look like Shrek or whatever, the mask?" And it's already been done. So I don't have anything to add to it. I think an artist created that with intention. And if I don't have anything really bold and different to add to it, let it be as good as it is already.
Yeah.
I don't have to evolve it at all. So I try
So
and create in the moment.
so what Bryant just said to me was no on my like Katsuya
No,
idea.
it's not
No,
no, but I could do something inspired by, but it won't
there
be
you
like a
go.
crack face.
There you go. You know, it's interesting because let's talk about art.
Yeah.
Um, is it different to you when you're doing it for yourself versus when you're trying to do it when you are commissioned to do something for somebody else?
Yeah, it is different. I mean, I try not in all of my art. So let me take a step back. As a painter and artist, I work in a medium called alcohol ink. And alcohol ink is a high pigmented dye that when it comes into contact with rubbing alcohol, it causes the inks to move around. So when I'm creating, I don't necessarily know what's going to happen. I've gotten to the point where I'm able to perfect or get the art to do what I want it to do probably 85% of the time, but I do call it a dance. And sometimes the inks get to lead and sometimes I get to lead. And
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of function in the moment, going from decision to decision. Um, and there's a little planning in that because I've gotten to the point where um, I know what's going to happen, or I have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen. So the same thing when I'm doing makeup, when I'm creating these looks, I'm conscious of what could happen next. So you've given me the colors purple, pink, gold, and black. I know that there's certain things that will happen. Like when I'm thinking about the blending, it's like, well, if I do gold to black, it's possible that I'm going to end up in a space that could get muddy and get me brown if I blend the gold and the black. But if I take the pink and the purple, I might be able to get something more fuchsia in there. So I'm thinking color theory and the practices that I would use in my paintings on my face. So I'm conscious of what could happen without thinking about it too much. So in that aspect, it's the exact same thing. I'm just creating and going from decision to decision.
It's
Um,
interesting because one of the first things that I remember you saying, and I don't understand why this happens in my mind, but I do
mhm.
remember certain statements. You said, "I'm not a makeup artist. I'm an artist that uses makeup."
Correct. And it's an important distinction. There are people, to me, it's a very important distinction. There are people that go to school to prepare themselves to become a makeup artist. It's lots of training, several hours, everything. I did not go to school to be a makeup artist. I'm not professionally trained to do makeup artistry. However, I am an artist. I know color. I know where I want to go when I'm creating something generally. And I just apply those same principles to my face. This is just the canvas now versus the paper that I paint on. And I try and go about it and not think about it too much. This all started as a result of um, the pandemic. And I was teaching a course. I'm an adjunct professor at a university here in New Jersey. And I was assigned,
Are you
I basically,
Jamaican?
me? No, all the different jobs.
Yeah.
So during the pandemic, I was, doing a lot, and my career has changed over the last few years. Is I have 20 years of advertising and marketing experience, and client management, client success, and all of that. And during the pandemic, it was the first time after years of traveling nonstop. The pandemic for me initially in 2020 was like, oh my gosh, I get to slow down. Like I don't have to travel 2.5 weeks out the month. This is going to be cool. And that's what it started out 6 years ago, like this week. March 13th, right? Was when the world
Yeah.
shut down. And I was like, okay. this is good. I can, chill out for a little bit. I don't have to travel. And then that was cute for like 3 months, 4 months. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And it started to get crazy for me. I live alone. It was a tough time. I was in my own bubble, and I didn't have, a group of friends that had created a huddle bubble until much later.
Yeah.
Um, so during that time, I had lots of time to not only, paint and create, I was working around the clock, and I needed something for myself. During that time, I realized I was battling depression, everything. And my therapist said, you need to find something that's just for you. I said, okay. And she's like, well, think about some mission that you've never completed. And I realized, like, wait a second. I moved to New York originally. I moved to the area, one, to go to school, but I was moving to New York to become a makeup artist. And what ended up happening is I completed school.
So
Um,
you did want to be a makeup artist at one
I
point.
did want to be a makeup artist.
Okay.
And so, but my parents were like, there is no way that you are moving to New York to become a makeup artist. Like, you got to do something more than that. I started off at Howard University. It was not for me. And I decided that I wanted to move to New York. And so I did. So I will tell everybody, I'm going to be going back and forth because I'll tell you what I'm doing at the same time. Right now, I'm applying clear calamine lotion. Sometimes I use regular calamine lotion on my skin to put a barrier between my face and the makeup. So it's going to look a little
Oh,
weird, and then it won't look weird anymore.
so what is the calamine lotion? You said a barrier between your face and the
Yeah,
makeup.
because some of the makeup brands, some of the makeup stains my skin. And I only wear makeup when I'm here creating. On a regular day, it's just me. So I try and protect my skin as much as possible. And so that's what I'm doing. Normally it's white. Today I'm using a clear calamine gel. So yeah. So yes. I forgot where I was talking about.
No, we're talking about that you were going to be a makeup artist.
Oh yeah. So I thought I was gonna be a makeup artist. And then when I moved to New York and finished school, I ended up going to school for advertising and marketing. And my career while I was in school kind of took off. And so I started to work in advertising and marketing for different companies and building brands and helping these companies make millions of dollars. Um, the calamine lotion does not crack when it dries, actually. Um, I'm looking at the question that popped up, I
Yeah.
guess.
Thank you.
um, so my career just started to take on a different direction. And as a result, I never connected to becoming a makeup artist. I ended up marrying a makeup artist. And so I had access to a lot of makeup influence because I always had access to it. But um, I did not end up working in the space. Fast forward 10 years, divorced, going through the pandemic, and my therapist saying, you need to complete a mission. Like, think about it as completing a mission. And at the time, there was a creator, Nikki Tutorials, who released a palette, a makeup palette. And I was just a fan looking at her page. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to buy that palette. And so I got the palette, started creating. And at the same time, I was assigned a course at the college that bridges the business of art and marketing and branding. So I took care of all of the classes that kind of taught the business of art to the students. And I was assigned a class on an intro to social media class. It's like, great, I can do this with my eyes closed. And then TikTok took off. And everybody was really, really invested in, like, what is TikTok? What is this new thing? How does it work? And I realized, oh shit, I need to be able to teach this to my students, not only from the professor, like not only from like the poster, the creator perspective, or the lurking, the look of the onlooker perspective, but also the creator perspective. And so I thought, well, I'll just post videos. I'll go through the process. So I will learn how videos get posted. I'll learn about the analytics because at the time there were no books or instructions on what this medium could do, what this social network could do. So I started there. That I'm going to start posting videos. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody follows me. It'll be fine. And then a month in, one of my videos, I went from like 12 followers one day to like 900 followers in a day. And I thought, okay, now that I've started this, how do I stop it? Like, I just wanted to do this in like this capsule to help my students learn. That's it. And next thing people started following, people started watching the videos and making requests and saying, can you do this? Can you do this? And train left the station. And here we are. So
There you
all of
go.
that to say is that, work, this integration of this thing that was supposed to be fun ends up now being a part of like what some people know me for. And then I have to connect the dots about, I'm not only a creator, I'm an artist, I'm also a curator, and it all fits together. That's it.
It's interesting. So in the comments, there is an argument going on about you.
I mean,
Huh?
I said argument. Okay.
Yeah. So they're saying it's not a real argument, but it's like it definitely crackles. Calamine lotion dries crackled.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't change the texture of my makeup. So generally it may crackle, but on my face, the thin layer that I'm putting on, it does not affect the makeup on top. It doesn't make cracking happen in the makeup at all.
Okay.
That's just, I mean, for me, that I've never had that issue.
Yeah,
I'm
and
reaching for lots of makeup. Sorry.
it's okay. And guys, let's look at the final effect so he'll prove it that it's not going to crackle.
Is this a good purple?
I want a deeper purple.
Deeper. Easy. Let's see. Deeper purple.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got purple, pink, gold, and black. The gold, I will tell you, I'm not the
No,
biggest fan of
don't.
metallics, but I'm going to use gold on the eyes, I think. I think.
You don't have to use the gold if you don't
Oh, no,
want to.
I'm using it. I like a challenge. All right. We got pink. We got purple. All right. Let's do it.
So
All right.
what has been the biggest misconception? And I'm gonna ask you two different questions.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with this one. I'm new to TikTok. Really new, like December new.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Carrie, who is in the audience, and as well as Jackie Ray, we've gone live a few times, but we
Mm-hmm.
can never get ourselves uh like side by side or like you and I are now.
Yes.
It's always like one person's big and then everyone else is small.
Yeah.
So is that a setting that we're doing wrong? Yeah, that's a
It's a
perfect setting.
setting. Yeah, it is a setting. Um, when you go live, there are a couple different ways you could do a grid, or it will ask you, um, do you want
Carrie,
like
write this down.
the main speaker? Do you want everybody to be gridded? And or do you want the host, like the initial host person, to be the center spot?
Okay.
So yes, I'm gonna beat my entire face during this live.
And explain to the audience what beat means.
So it's a couple terms. All right.
Beat for the
So
gods.
yeah, beat for the gods, or like my friends always say, like, you should beat your face for the cheap seats, beat for the cheap seats, so that you put on so much makeup, that if you are in a theater in the final row, the last row in the balcony, you still see what my makeup looks like. That's how much makeup when you say beat for the cheap seats or getting your face beat. It's just this process of me stamping the makeup onto my face. That's it.
There you go. So we have a couple of questions, and I would appreciate it if we have all the questions directed towards Bryant and not towards conversations within the audience. So, how do you balance your social media career with your art career?
Lots of coffee. Um, I try not to. I try and keep a schedule when it comes to social media that I'm not live um, more than like 2 or 3 times a week. There was a time that I would be live doing makeup,
I thought you were
probably.
live every day.
Yeah, most people think I'm live every day for. I used to be live every single day. And then my life just became real life becomes too busy sometimes where I don't have the time to be live that often. So um, yeah, I'm usually live Fridays and Saturdays, and that's it. It seems like I'm always posting content and creating, so it seems that I'm on much more frequently. But now it's only 2 times a week.
There you go.
So I am okay. We got black. We got wait. I know that there's a gold somewhere. I have lots of makeup. A
I
lot
know. I'm
of
sure.
makeup.
I'm sure. And you don't have to find the gold
Found
because
it.
okay.
I
So
look.
how
I don't
long?
back down from a challenge.
How long does it take you to take it off?
6 7 minutes max.
Really?
Yeah, it goes off a lot quicker than it goes on. I mean, because most of this is water based, so it will go off very quickly. And I know this looks crazy. I always say it's going to look strange until it doesn't look strange anymore.
Everyone, bear with us. This is interesting. So you're in New York. You
Yes.
you go through a divorce.
Yes.
You're by yourself during COVID,
Yep.
and this aspired because you felt as if you were possibly going through a depression or you were in a depression.
Well, I was in a depression, but I needed a distraction. My life had become so entangled with work that it wasn't enough time for me um, to feel myself. Like everything was about staying online and completing the work and distracting myself from all the craziness that was happening in the world. We were in the middle of an election cycle. We were, battling COVID and not understanding what it meant, what it could look like, and so it was. I needed the distraction. I needed time for myself. And my therapist saying, complete this mission. Think about something that you've wanted to do that you haven't done. Makeup it happened. Um, it still allowed me to work. It still allowed me to get work things accomplished at the same time, but it was necessary. I think it gave me something to pour into, and it also helped to connect me to a world of people that, like, in some ways had never met anybody like me before. Like, in being on TikTok has allowed me to create a community of people um that I never would normally have come in contact with because they didn't have anything to do with business.
Right. Right.
Uh,
So we have questions up here.
sure.
Um, I can
What
read them
advice
off
would
to you. Okay, go ahead.
Sure, because I can continue to. I can see this one. What advice would you give to young artists watching this live? Two things. Do not quit. Well, three things. Do not quit. In order to be an artist, you have to be creating art. So I do not buy into the concept of you need inspiration to create. I don't believe that. As artists, as creatives, we have superpowers to do anything that we allow ourselves to do. And so it does not have to come from a place of being motivated, because very often you'll get the question, what motivates this? Where is this look inspired by? Is that the inspiration is the action. As an artist, I am supposed to be creating. I am supposed to be making art. That's what makes me an artist. If I wait for inspiration to happen, there will be times that I will never be able to create. And I don't buy
Mm.
into that. It's the same thing as, someone saying, I have writer's block. I say bullshit. Like, no, you don't have writer's block. You're not actively doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are an artist. You are a writer. So, in order to do that, you have to be doing the action. And if you're not
It's
doing the action,
interesting.
then are you?
It's interesting because, and I don't know how you feel about this, but when I'm in an emotional state,
Yeah.
whether it be anger, sadness, excitement, that's when my best art comes through.
Yeah. I only create from joy. And so when I'm painting, if I'm in a funky mood or something is not feeling right, I don't use my art for that. There are a lot of people that use art to work through their stuff. It's
Hmm.
about catharsis and feeling, using the bad energy to create something new. That's not where I work from. It's not to say that that's, wrong or right. That's
Child,
just
I
not the
just did
space.
that.
It's like, but that's not the space that I create from. But that song is everything. But like, I think about every time someone buys one of my paintings, they're taking a part of me. And I want the
Mm,
best parts of me to go into your space. You don't need my bad juju on your walls. I
you're
want
right.
you to have the very best parts of me. And it just so happens that that's art, but I'm not going to give you my bad stuff. That's not for me to put on to you. So I only create from that good space. If I am not in that space, I give myself room to say, not today,
So
not that.
I will say this, and him and I are not going to get into an argument, but my favorite artist is Janet Jackson, and whenever she's angry about something,
Yeah.
those are her best songs.
Yeah, I think that there's space for people to create when they're in that space. That's just not where I come. That's not where I source my art from.
Right.
I like to process my stuff and work through it, but I try not to make my art a space for that. And there are artists that, they only create when they're in a good space. I mean, you think about an artist like Mary J. Blige, it's a challenge when Mary is in a good space because her pain usually makes the best music. When
Right.
she's down, we're like, oh my gosh, Mary is going through it. And when she's happy, it's like, dang, Mary's happy. And that's a tough place. It's a tough place to be when you're like, Dag, we don't want bad for you, but we don't want you happy. We want sad Mary music. And I think,
Or angry Mary or
yeah.
angry,
So
like
it's just a different space. I just try and work from a good space, a positive space. Now that doesn't mean that every time I've created that I haven't had my own stuff going on. I just
mhm.
don't try and source it that way. I try not to put that into people's space.
And this is why I wanted to talk to Bryant because his spirit comes through. Carrie wants to know. She said you went from 0 to 900 and then boom. What
Yeah.
does boom mean? I think you have 45.
52, thank you very much. 52,000. Don't be trying to dim my light. No, it's 52. I work hard for those numbers. No, but I think I'm at 52 something.
And then a few million likes. Is that right?
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly, I don't think I've checked the likes. I'm blending this, by the way. That's what's happening.
He's blending.
Um, but yeah, I try not to. The other thing is that I try not to get caught up in the numbers, and that's the truth because there are some artists and creators doing some amazing work that people just aren't seeing in social because of the algorithms and stuff.
Have you seen a decrease since since the change in ownership?
No decrease, but I do see that my work is being pushed in a different way. Um, there
Positive or
has been
negative?
negative, negative. I mean, I don't get a lot of, well, it's, I don't get as many makeup enthusiasts. I'm getting people that are like, oh, I've never seen anything like that. I've never done anything like that. Whereas before, it was, other creators that were in the same space. I'm seeing less of that, and I'm not being shown other artists' work like I used to be. So I think that is a change in ownership, but they changed the algorithm seemingly every other day. So you
Since
can't get
then,
comfortable.
or
Just even before, the
okay,
algorithm could change at any moment. Like you have gotten used to doing certain content that always will work for you, and then out of nowhere, it stops working.
it's interesting. So, how do you keep the detractors away? Because I get people that just pop on my lives, and I don't know how that happens, but they just pop up, and then they seem like they're 5 year olds, and they're just like, I can see your bald head.
Yeah. So
And I'm
one
just
thing
like,
is I I let people know, like my moderators, this is not a place for kids. So if you even get the sense that it's a kid, block them.
who are your wait. So you're talking way above me. So what's a moderator?
So, and when you're live on TikTok, you can assign people that are in your group that come all the time. Like you mentioned, four names here. These
Yeah.
people support you. You trust them. They understand your intention for what you're doing. You can give them the power to block people, to mute them, or just to eject them from the live. And you assign them moderator roles, and you just go to their profile, and you, like, when you're live, you'll sometimes get people saying, can I be a mod, can I be a moderator? You select their profile and you can give them moderator controls.
Okay. But you
And
can't stop people from just coming up randomly?
you mean like popping up side by side like this?
No, like in the little
Oh no, you can't keep them from just commenting. And
no, no,
like,
not commenting, but they they show up. Like they start talking while I'm talking.
oh no, you can't
But
control that. You can do an 18 and over chat.
okay.
Like if it, that is one thing that you're able to do, is you say, no one under 18. But the thing is that on these apps is self-verification. So it's yeah, so it won't make a difference. That looks so creepy. That makes my skin crawl. Ooh,
What?
these circles. What is it? Trypopophobia, when there's repeating circles and patterns. It
Well,
drives me
you
crazy.
did it yourself.
Yeah, it still creeps me out. Like, ew, let's get rid of that quickly. So there's certain things that I also have certain guidelines. You won't see me necessarily do black as my skin, if I'm live, because then I spend more time arguing about blackface and what it is and what it's not.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, the detractors, I always say, like, if a troll comes into my live, you're welcome to be there, but I'm not going to allow you to interrupt the party that's happening in my space. So if you want to be there, you can be there. Um, I also give people the space to say what they need to say. I'm not going to give you a lot of time for foolishness.
Right.
However, if you feel like uh, I'm somehow diminishing uh, manhood of black men by doing makeup, I've had that happen. Or people say things like, here it is, like no male influence. What does your father think about that? All of that. Uh, I always say that my trolls are just people that don't know that they love me yet. You just don't know that you love me yet. And so usually, and I've had it happen, that people come in thinking that they're going to disrupt everybody else's good time. I'll let them say what they need to say, and they'll say, we'll say, Josh, like, whatever, Josh, are you done? I've given you the floor. Is there anything else that you have to add of value? You're welcome to stay, but you don't get to interrupt everybody else's time. And what has happened is that in some cases, Josh then comes back the next night and say, "You were really nice to me, even though I was being a jerk." And then they become a fan. Then that troll then becomes part of the group that says, "Oh no, don't come in and disrupt this guy creating art." And so that's just how it happens. So I kind of give the detractor a moment. Everybody, this is a medium in which everybody is trying to get seen. And I realize that everybody doesn't get the same level of attention. So even if it's a negative reinforcement, they're happy to engage even negatively,
Right.
as long as someone gives them the attention. So I will give you the attention, give you the floor, and then we move on.
Leslie wants to know, what platform would you go to next if TikTok disappeared?
I'm on IG. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube. The challenge for me for both of those spaces is that I like to play music when I'm creating. So even this
Right.
is weird, not having music, because usually I'm, jamming the music as it's happening. Where TikTok, I can do that, and it doesn't have to be license free music. Whereas on the other spaces, um, it has to be, what is it, royalty free, license free music in
Yeah,
order
or they
for it
take it
to,
down.
or they take it down. And so that's my challenge with any other of the social platforms. Um, so yeah, I more than likely it would be IG though. I do, but
Todd Campfield says, big respect to you for staying fearless with your art.
thank you, thank you. I do my best. I do
Do
my
you think
best
you're
in that
fearless?
letter. Um, do I think I'm fearless in some things? In some things, I've gotten to the point where, we go through these periods where you're like, it doesn't matter what people say about me. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to be who I am. And on some level, that's true for me.
Yep.
I do care what people think. I do realize that I am in people's homes and talking to people, especially when I was doing it 6, 7 times a week, more than their family members. And so I build connections, and people's are really, um, I'm sorry that you'll hear a rumble because I'm using airbrush too.
It's okay.
I realize that I'm with some people more than their family members. And so they rely on me to show up. They want to feel a connection. And so I try and show up for people in the way that they want me to. And that can be difficult when you have a connection to me and I don't have that same connection to you, because in these environments, I'm live, they're not.
Right.
So they can hear me talk and they can comment about, their kid getting accepted to school, or their husband liking the makeup, where he usually is like this, you know, wood chopping wilderness guy.
Yeah.
And he becomes like, "Oh, your friend B Fly is on again," and letting their spouses know that I'm on. And there's a host of Middle West, Midwest women that I am like their best friend, and I appreciate that. And they talk to me and they give me updates, and I try my best to engage and remember people, because in a space like social media, a lot of people just want the opportunity to be seen. And so if I know you
Wow.
by name and you come into my space, I'm going to greet you. I'm going to show up for you. I am happy when something happens for you. Um, and I realize that my showing up to paint on my face, people are like, I look forward to that. So I show up in the way that they want me to.
Carrie wants to know, if you're married now, or would you ever remarry?
I'd remarry, but it would look different. I am single as a dollar bill. So y'all got some grandpas, uncles, big brothers, play cousins, whatever the case. Let them know I'm
Single,
available.
single as a dollar bill.
Thing was a dollar bill. So like, please, 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 please.
It's interesting because I said the other day, and I put it in my caption. I gotta be somebody's TikTok crush. Like I keep hearing about this TikTok crush thing. All I get is you look like an egg
An egg? You
because of
have
this.
a good shaped head.
Well, normally when you see me, it's a filter.
Huh? Okay.
With
You
the
have a
with
good
the
shaped egg though.
with
Head.
this is not a filter.
Come on, filter free.
Filter free. Um,
So yeah, it would just look different. I would say my life has changed a lot since I was married. Before I would get a prenup. I did not have a prenup before. I
did you
would
get screwed
protect.
over?
No, no.
Okay.
I always say that my ex husband is a good guy, just not a good husband for me. I
Hmm.
can't take anything from him. I wish you the best over there. I wish you the best, but just keep it over there. Um, but yeah, I would. It would just look different.
Just like I said, leave me alone.
Yeah,
Like
like we don't
just do
need to
everything you
talk.
need to do. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, we don't have any kids. Like it was a good
No
run.
dog.
We did very well, and that's okay for you to be over there. I want you to have a great life, but I don't need updates. So that's it.
Jackie says, I think Bryant should paint Bill's face sometimes. We're in two different countries.
Like, oh my gosh. Where are you based? I never even asked that.
I am in Southern Florida, so hell.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
hell,
we're in two
hell,
different countries.
hell politically, meaning, so yeah. Is 52,000 followers? I don't think you can ask someone that, Carrie.
What?
Is, is, is it profitable for you?
It can be. It's not as profitable as it used to be. Because I think the economy has a lot to do with it. But because in 6 years, I've never had a truly viral video. By the definitions of millions of likes, millions of views, I've never had that.
But
And
you have
I think
52,000 followers. I mean,
right. And
so
so I
that's
think it's a lot of things going on. I think that there is a certain element of um what's the word I'm trying to find, inequality in the way that beauty creators are treated, because I realize at a as a middle-aged something um black man, I'm not the standard of beauty. And so my content doesn't get pushed in the same way as a young white man who did the exact same makeup as me would be viral and getting brand deals. I realize that when I'm on certain platforms, if I'm live on TikTok, my skin gets lightened. I'm aware of that. That it's under the guise of like balancing and lightening the color. So the difference between me holding up a mirror and my skin going to the color that it normally is to taking that away, that my skin immediately becomes lighter, is something that is not by accident. And so I'm conscious of that. I think about that. And so there is a difference in the way that creators are treated. I have had fabulous deals with certain brands, skincare and everything, send me boxes and have worked on campaigns for them. But I don't get the same level of access as someone that looks differently than me. And that's just the reality.
have you reached out to Fenty?
Has I reached out to who?
Fenty.
Fenty, no, I have
You
not.
should.
Um, I
You
should.
really should. Because Rihanna is all about inclusion
Yeah.
and she gives people space and you can do it for several different areas. Now, one of the things that I just recently saw you do, which I didn't know that you did do, is more because normally your art is all of it's beautiful, but
Thank you.
these were more like spiky and
Gory special effects
yeah,
makeup.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I do a little bit of everything. I just it depends on the season and what I have available because I'm just doing it in the moment. Like right now, there's nothing that keeps me from doing something more SFX except I don't have the materials around me. I'm like, do I have anything I could use? Because I have liquid latex, I believe in using everything around me.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll go in and say I want to do something a little more spooky, a little more creepy, and that's what leads the process. So I
So
will, I can
so
create something different.
Roy wants to know hold on. What message do you hope people feel when they see your art?
I don't know if it's a message per se. Well, when I guess I should clarify, or I should ask a clarifying question: are you referring to my makeup, or you're asking about my paintings? Because I think that's two different spaces. It's all art, but my gallery work and what's happening in the art world is a little bit different than the me painting on my face.
So you're a curator for a museum.
Yes.
So you're not buying are you buying art or are you displaying
No.
art?
So I'm displaying art. So my job as a curator is I think about it as educating people and giving them an experience in the museum, or showing them art in a way that they've never experienced before. Um, and I also do outside curation for galleries as well. So I'm an independent curator, but I'm also an institutional curator as well. So it's a little bit, it just depends on what my goal is.
So
Um,
independent means that you'll work with local businesses.
yeah, I can work with individual art galleries, or sometimes artists will reach out and say, I got a space and I need someone to help me hone the idea or show work that highlights what I do in the best way. And that's when they come to me, and I'm able to create sometimes themes or experiences around what I see in the work, and help to present their work in the best way possible.
What's the difference? Okay, so I'm gonna say this without being insulting, okay?
Don't edit, say what you got to say.
But like, okay, so there's various types of art, right? Makeup art. So there's also dramatic drag art.
Yes.
So what like have you ever done that?
I've never done drag,
I'm
and I'll
not
tell you why.
I'm not asking if you were
No,
doing
I
it. I'm
I
saying
always say I don't need to do drag makeup because I already know what the result is going to be. I will look like my mom. She already is there. She already exists. So there's no illusion into what the results will be. I know what it's going to look like. If you go back on my TikTok videos, at some point you'll see my mother and I, and people like the only comment is like, oh my gosh, you guys are twins. She spit you out. You look just like your mama. So the drag part of it is no. I don't look at this as any type of gender expression one way or the other. This is just I'm just doing a painting. It just so happens that it's on my face, and I'm using makeup to do it.
gotcha.
So it's makeup, but it's not any type of gender expression at all. And
So
I think, I
Gregory,
mean, that's part of it too, is that my parents had to understand that too, is me doing this makeup and people attaching to it or feeling really positively about it, had nothing to do with gender expression. And that's something that I had to explain to them, is that this is just art. And they're like, oh, okay, that's it.
so going back to whatever that guy said about your dad. So how did that conversation go?
My parents know that no matter what, I'm going to do what I do. I don't go through life asking for permission for a lot of things
There
ever.
you go.
And so they know I'm just going to do what I do. Now, if I try and bring my family and friends along for the ride so they understand what I'm doing, but I don't go about my life asking for permission for anything. And so it was just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. We're going to be, going live and doing makeup. And they're like, all right, whatever. And initially, the reaction was like, this looks like clown makeup to me. And then it's like, well, that's okay. And then as they started to understand a little more about what I was doing and where this was headed, they got it.
Damien wants to know how important is culture and identity in your artwork.
Um, I don't know if it's super important. I think that there very often when I'm creating the art, it's not about me. I am just trying to get the art out of me. I'm not in a place where I'm thinking about my identity so much because I want you to take whatever it is that you want to take from my art. I don't need it to be about anything else but the creative energy and the creative space, and that's it. So if you happen to feel something from it, then I can say, you know what, my job is done. That if you feel something, but it's not about me. The art is not about my culture. It's not about my identity, but it shows up. I can't help to be every part of myself. So if you get what you if you see that, oh wow, that makes me think about my grandmother. That makes me feel I can see a Afrocentricity about that. That color palette really speaks to me. Then that's what you get from it. But my intention isn't to do that, but I can't help but to be exactly who I am, and the way that
So
it shows up.
where did the red come from? I don't remember red being in any of
It's
these
burnt. This is
discussions.
actually a purple. It's purple.
All right. I'm just messing
It's
with you. I'm just giving you a hard time.
purple. I'm trying to. I mean, there'll be some other things that I incorporate. That's just part
The
of the magic.
process. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to step off the stage for a second
Okay.
while you guys talk to Bryant.
Yeah. Throw me a question, guys. I can see it on the screen. Go for it. Whatever you want to ask. I'm game. I can see it. Who's first? Who's first? Who's on first? But yeah, I'm actually now blending in some pink. I only wear eyeliner because I can't figure out how to make makeup not look fake. Can't imagine trying while talking and on her. Do you get distracted while creating online? You know what? I don't want to say I've mastered it, but I've gotten pretty good with being able to stay focused. Like what I'm seeing, the challenge right now is my face is reversed. I don't know if you all are seeing it the way that it is. Um, but for me, as I'm watching the screen, my face is reversed. And so I'm depending a lot more on my mirror because each app decides whether it's going to show you, face on or reverse the face. Um, so it can be a challenge generally, but, you know, I get used to it. I do get used to it. Do you plan to experiment with other art mediums in the future? I have experimented with, I mean, I don't know if it's experimented, but I incorporate acrylic into my work sometimes. I've painted in acrylic. I started there as a creative first. Um, so I have explored other mediums or incorporated. I have started to explore doing more sculptural things because alcohol ink works well on glass, metal, tile as well. And so I do use those as well. So I explore. I do explore. I do. But the thing with even eyeliner, the key is keep your eye open so you can see what you're doing. So you'll see my Botox may not be showing you that, but I'm opening my eyes as much as I can in order to see what I'm doing. And yes, I do have Botox. So I do have to think about, I always thought about the way that I show up on camera. So there is some vanity to it. But I'm like, if I'm going to be painting my face and showing my face, then it should at least be in order to a point that I feel good about it. So if that helps at all, but keep your eyes open so you can see what you're doing. Are there any new projects or exhibitions coming soon? I do have a solo exhibition coming up at a gallery called Art House Productions here in Jersey City, New Jersey, that will open in May. And so I am busy at work working on some new pieces. But I can tell you that overall, the show itself, the theme of the show is my favorite things. So I'm doing an exhibition where I get to show things that have never been seen before, or things that when a curator or a gallery is looking for my work, they will not choose those items. And those are some of the things that I'm really proud of. And so to be in a situation where I'm able to say, these are my favorite things, that's what I'm doing. Have I done a self portrait? I have never done a true self portrait. And I think part of that is that I don't know if I'm ready to be that honest with myself about what I see versus what other people see without without correcting it. And so I think about that now is that I see myself very frequently all the time, but believe it or not, I'm not a person that takes a lot of selfies or anything. I just do it for here,
Yeah.
when I'm creating. That's it.
Yeah, I hate selfies, and I hate when other people tell me this person looks just like you. I always get mad.
I'm like, this person does not look like me.
I always get mad because I still see myself as a 27-year-old, and I don't why you laugh.
I'm like 27. That's the very particular age. I see myself as a 27-year-old. I'm like, gosh, what was I looking like at 27?
Like seriously, and I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, and to go to the restroom or whatever, and turn on the light, and I see this old man in the mirror, and I'm like, who the hell is that?
Yeah,
It's just, it is very strange. Not only does your body change,
everything
and what I
changes.
mean by body, I mean if I'm up past midnight,
Oh yeah,
actually,
it's a challenge.
if I'm up past 9 o'clock, it's a challenge
What am I gonna do here? Sorry, I'm trying to plan, trying to make some stuff happen.
with the gold.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. I felt like it needed more gold.
Oh, it's gonna have more going. Is it even coming out? Yes, it is. The thing is that normally I am holding a mirror doing this, so I have no idea what's happening. And this is also the reverse. I was saying that when you were offline, that
Getting my second cup of coffee and using the restroom. Everyone knows I need to use the restroom every 2 seconds.
so there we go. All right, let's do it.
So
I'm trying to
what?
hurry up because I want
Take,
to make
take.
sure that I don't keep you all too long.
I'm all in. So take your time. What did you just do?
I just used a stencil, this circles, and just added that as a guideline.
Okay.
I didn't use a dark color, but I did that in order to kind of start the next. I guess the level of detailing comes next. I
Yeah.
try and do things in a similar order so I don't get off track. So I usually will start off with laying down the base of the face, then I'll do eyes, and then after that, it's no holds barred. Whatever happens, happens.
So
So
while we're
that's
sitting here talking, Kelly, um, you need to call your friend. I'll be a concierge. I need a job.
let's make business happen.
Let's make business happen. This ain't no joke.
Business is
And
real.
this business is real. Hey, so one of the things I want everybody out there to know is that um, the show that this show is about connecting human to human. It's not about selling anything. It's not about business. It's not about coaching. It's really about getting to know different people and the actual person, not the persona. That's why I do this. Over the last several weeks, we've tackled some really deep topics from healthcare to women's rights to civil rights. And I needed something that would just be joyful. So today we are with Bryant. Next
Joy.
week, next week we're gonna have Tariq, and he isn't. And he is an attorney, an actor, a comedian, and a social media influencer. So those two shows, this one back to back with that one, is what I'm using as a reset. And then we're going to close out the month, I'm sorry, with Leslie Flowers and Sensei Fred Jordan. And they're going to connect us to universal law, to understanding how our thoughts and our spirits connect us to each other. So what you're seeing is we dealt with the difficult topics, and I am still living in those difficult topics. But we need a moment to divert ourselves. Does that make sense, Brian?
Yes. I think I mean, a way to think about it is that you can't think about how good you feel until you do the check in about how tough things are
Yep.
in order for you to kind of understand, all right, I'm in a good place now. But sometimes you have to check in with yourself to be
Mm-hmm.
sure. It doesn't always, come up in the way that you think it's going to come up, or so you got to check in. You have to check in. And that
So
sometimes means, difficult stuff.
how do you control your thoughts?
How do I control my thoughts? Lexapro helps. Um,
Go
one.
ahead.
Um, but my dad is one of the most chill people you'll meet. And he says, I don't have bad days. I can only have better days. And so I try to live in that like, even though today was tough, it doesn't mean the end of the world. I have the opportunity tomorrow to have a better day versus, spending time like today was terrible. How could it get any worse? I've learned not to ask that question. And so I think that kind of helps me to control the negative voice or the negative perspective is I just try and show up and think positively about what could happen next.
Right. Right. So I have a challenge. How's
Yeah.
that? So whenever I leave the house, I'm a people watcher. And sometimes when you are a people watcher, you see things and your mind just goes, what did I just see? So yesterday I turned around. I'm at the pharmacy. I turned around and I believe they were finger waves. But what I saw,
The
and they were,
I believe there were finger waves.
uh-huh. But
I know that something crazy is coming.
what I saw was a head full of leaves. It
Oh,
just looked like it just looked like a bunch of leaves on someone's head. And then when I looked again, they were gold. It wasn't gold. It was like a platinum blonde finger wave that I think I gotten slept on.
oh,
So do you ever sit there and watch people and go, "Who told you to go out the house like this?"
all the time. All the time. Like, or I think it was my friend saying, ain't you got no girlfriends to tell you that didn't work? So, but the other part of it is I'm like, you know what? People are on their journey. If that's what you wanted to do, far be it from me to tell you that that doesn't work, but that doesn't work.
And everyone right now is dealing with finances
Yeah,
in some way, shape, or form. And so, I have to pull myself back and say, we don't know what that person went through.
yeah.
But when I saw those leaves sitting on top of that head,
But objectively, some things are just crazy. That's foolish. Like I get that times are tough, but come on.
Well,
Oh
people
no,
also
no.
take the finger waves a little. They let them stay a little bit too long.
When they get a little crunchy.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a crunchy wave. Nobody wants a
Exactly.
crunchy wave. Now I feel like this is going to some place I didn't anticipate, but it's going and we going.
There we go. This is the beauty of what you do, and this is the beauty of art. Is
There's no
where is it
wrong
going to
answer.
go? Yeah.
So I'm going.
And Kenna said, with the black color coming in your artwork is looking so beautiful.
Thank you.
So I think I'm not sure if Kenneth is being nice or if he's saying, "Where's the black?"
Well, we'll get more black.
Is there black in it
Usually,
now?
yeah, the forehead where those black circles and
Ah,
gold, there'll be more.
got it. Because that's the color he chose, so that's why he's like
Oh, and don't forget, it's black down here, but we're gonna get more of it.
on your collar.
Yeah. So,
What other types of art do you do? What other types of canvases, if any?
so I don't do. I paint on paper. The surface that I paint on is called Yupo paper, and it's a recyclable paper made of plastic pellets. Um, and those pellets are melted down and then rolled into sheets that don't have any tooth. They are super smooth.
Don't have any tooth. What does that mean?
Tooth is allows you like it doesn't have any grip. It's super smooth. So if I were to put alcohol on it or water or whatever the case is, it'll run right off the page. It doesn't absorb at all. So it's nothing. So you may see people when they're painting wood, they sand it down first. That sanding down gives it tooth. It allows the paint to stick to the surface. The
Okay.
surface that I'm painting on doesn't have any of that. It doesn't have any tooth, any grip. So the ink, when I put it down, it starts to move, and I'm not able to really control where it goes.
And then when it dries
And then the
profusely.
alcohol content, the alcohol evaporates, and that's how I'm able to finish. I get pigment on the page. Is that the alcohol evaporates and it leaves behind the color? Does that make sense?
It does. Do you want to respond to Kenneth?
William, stay in your lane. This is his lane, right?
Carrie didn't even know that existed. Plastic pellet. So much to learn about art. Do you sell your pieces?
Every chance I get. Um, I actually shut down the sales page on my website, and that's simply because people reach out before they buy art. People don't just go to a website and purchase. There's always an interaction, and I prefer to talk people through it, or work directly with a gallery that I have work in. I have work currently also. Someone had asked about work. I have work currently displayed at Bridge Art Gallery in Wilmington, Delaware. I have a couple pieces there, and I have my solo show coming up at Art House. But yeah, I'm always looking to sell.
Where's Art House?
Art House is in Jersey City, New Jersey,
Okay.
and that exhibition opens May 2nd.
How far are you from Newark?
Newark is 25 minutes from here. Yeah, Newark
So
is very close.
so you grew up with Whitney and her family?
No, well, I grew up in Washington D.C.
Wow.
Yeah, I grew up in Washington D.C. and I came here for school and didn't leave for the most part.
That's
So
okay. So that's really interesting to me because, and I guess if you grow up there, it doesn't have the same impact. But I find Washington to be one of the most beautiful cities
Oh,
out
Washington,
there?
D.C. is gorgeous. It's just that, honestly, what caused me to move is that I knew that my life was bigger than Washington, D.C. After growing up in D.C. proper, I knew that I need. I need to grow. I need to go beyond this space. And that's part of the reason why I did not stay at Howard University, was because I grew up in DC. And so I knew that I needed to branch out and do something just, just for me. And so I did. That's how I ended
I
up moving.
I love that. On is that attached to your pineal gland?
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It looks like a jewel.
Yeah. Well, we needed more black. So that's one way of doing it.
Did we
And
need more black?
we always need more black. Ain't nothing wrong with a little black. So I usually use black, honestly, for dimension.
To
So this is
give it like a 3D effect?
yeah. I also need to get underneath that eye. Let me do that also. But we're getting
It's
close. I'm going to start making some big, bold choices so that I don't keep you all day, all night. But I'm enjoying this conversation.
you know what? I was just about to say that you made me feel so good the other day because you said, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I am. I was. I am. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
because it's hard reaching out to people you don't know and then
Yeah.
not having a conversation and then wondering how it's going to come out. And it always comes out really beautiful. It always comes out like natural and as if I've made a new friend.
But you know why that is? Because your intention is clear. You didn't approach this in a way that you wanted something, you needed something. It was just about the connection. And that is why people will continue to show up for you in the way that you want them to, because it is an authentic attempt at making a connection with someone. And I
Yeah,
think that's what makes the difference is that, I mean, especially in the space that I'm in, there are always people that reach out, and the ultimate part is that they're trying to get me to review their work, or they're trying to get their best friend Mookie, in an exhibition. And
right,
Mookie's work can be great, but that's not the best way of doing it. Trying to, create a false connection. That's not the way that it should be.
right,
And so
right.
I think that's what makes the difference and why people show up ready to play.
Yeah, yeah. I I have all 472 people watching right now, and I always
Wow.
say the number that are watching. Don't wow me. You
That's
get thousands
fabulous.
and thousands and thousands of
Only
people.
sometimes, but y'all follow me on YouTube too. I'm trying to get some of this magic. Make sure you follow me.
But
Subscribe.
subscribe to me too while you're there.
Yeah,
By the way, and I keep forgetting to do that. Everyone, please like, subscribe, and share this
always.
video because it helps the algorithm and it helps both of us. Uh, I don't want to say get paid, but increases the
No, but
possibility. It
yeah.
helps increase the possibility of us to be able to monetize. Because right now we can't, or I'm not. I can't speak for my friend.
No, I
Uh,
don't have enough followers on YouTube to monetize anything.
how many followers on YouTube do you have?
I think I got like 500, if that. Maybe
So
150. I don't know.
so do you find? So I have 1,800 or 1,500, something like that. But I find that I get because YouTube's pushing me out more.
Hmm.
So I find that I get much more people viewing my channel than I have following.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Conversion is tough to get
Inversion?
people to conversion to get people to not
Oh,
only look at your stuff but to subscribe. it's an extra step. It's difficult. I mean, that's for all social platforms. People will look at you and enjoy the work, but to get them to consistently sign on to be a part of your universe is not easy.
So I'm going to remove some of the comments for a second so we can see your neck.
We are just, I'm just creating. I don't know where it's going to end up, but we're doing
Just
it.
keep creating. I think everyone is loving it. What is your YouTube channel name? It's at William Rochelle, Jackie. No, I'm just joking. Um, are are you
it's
BFly 777?
it's B Fly 777 Faces.
So I didn't know that this meant BFly, but now it makes a lot of sense.
And
Um,
777 is my favorite number.
okay. And then faces.
Yeah,
BFly 777 faces.
that's me.
And you are just a wonderful spirit.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank
am
you. Thank
I'm
you.
appreciating not only the conversation, but the joy and the spirituality that you bring.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I try and show up in the way that I'm supposed to show up and, be myself. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but don't get it twisted. Um,
Right? That.
but I do try and love on people and send out good energy because I do believe that what I put out, I get back. So yeah, and I hope that makes an impact with people.
It made an impact with me.
Good. Well, amen for that.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, if you touch one person, then your job is done
Yeah.
because they're going to carry it forward. And that is our goal. And to remember that each one of us is a point of light, and we can touch people in a positive way or a negative way.
And we want to touch people in a positive way.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Most of the time, come on, we
Most of
try.
the time, we do try, but there's limits to it as well. I'm a firm believer in don't take my kindness for weakness,
Yes.
and don't think that I don't see what you're doing.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah, yeah,
Understand that you may think you got away, but you didn't.
right, right, right. That right there.
You may think you did, but you did not.
William Rochelle can bring out the Kanye in someone. Can I, Kenneth? Kenneth, would you like to come up? I'm going to invite. I know who I'm going to invite. She going to talk your head off.
That's all right with me. I did all this and I realized I did not paint my ears.
I noticed that. I didn't know. I didn't know that that was part of the experiment or not.
It is. Um, I guess I'm gonna do pink ears because that's what I have in my airbrush. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
So I just sent somebody a direct message with a link to come up on stage.
Come on up.
This has been so awesome watching at bfly777 faces. Pink is the way to go. Carrie, go look at your DMs. This looks like a celestial being.
I'll take it.
Have you ever done something and been like, what was I thinking?
Oh yeah. I mean, they don't all come out good. There's some ones that I'm like, what in the world did I do? I mean, it's the same thing with my paintings, is that there are times where the thing that I think is going to be the one, it goes off the rails because I'm not planning this. I'm just doing it, that it doesn't always come out good, you know? All it takes is one line to go somewhere that I didn't intend for it to, and I have to start finding a way to make it work. My goal isn't to, my goal is always to get something that I could be proud of. And that doesn't always happen. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's not something that I want to, put on a t-shirt.
Right. Do you want kids?
Ooh, probably not. I think that I'm a great, I'm a
Uncle.
great uncle. I'm a great godfather. But my life right now, unless my second husband is independently very wealthy, um,
Speak on it.
does not accommodate a kid. At least not right now. That could change tomorrow. I don't know. But as things stand currently, no.
I get that. But I'm also looking for that independently wealthy husband too.
I look,
So,
I'll take it. Like, please.
what's the youngest you would date?
36.
And what's the oldest?
98.
If they got the money?
No, I do like older guys. I like older men.
What are you going to do with a 98-year-old?
Love them and get on the insurance policy. Hello. Love on them. Love on Uncle Greg. That's it.
Love on Uncle Greg.
That's what I'm gonna do. Love on Uncle Greg. So everybody like, he was there for him. He was there for him. He loved him. Yeah. I'm just gonna love on Uncle Greg.
Anna Nicole Smith. Look at you.
That's it. No, but I honestly dating. I think I could do 70.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, and it can't be like old grandpa 70, but 70 is not what it used to be. So I think I could do someone older with no problem.
I think it's the person. And
Yeah.
and and I think we're attracted to spirits,
Yes.
energy more so than age. Age is
Yeah.
just a number. But if the spirit is right, if the finances are right,
Look, let's be real.
I'm
It's real out
I'm
here.
I'm not doing 70 and you broke. Sorry.
I ain't doing no broke 70 man now. There's some things I will do. That ain't one of them. But it wouldn't. No, I do want someone that can take care of themselves, um, and can still have a good time. That they're still open to the possibilities. They want to travel. They want to see the world. Those are all things that are important to me. So I would love for it to be someone that could do those things.
What's your favorite place to travel to?
Oh gosh, I really love Madrid. Madrid is one of my favorite cities to go to. I do love Paris. I love Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, I always said if I did not live in New Jersey, I would live in Vegas. And most people
Have
are super surprised by that.
have you
Um,
been? So I'm from Los Angeles. So Vegas is like a suburb, right? So we're there
Yeah.
all the time. Have you been to Vegas off the strip?
Yes. One of my favorite places. Henderson, are you kidding me? I would live in Vegas in a second. And part of it is just it has the same similar cycle as New York in the sense that it is a city
What?
fully is fully driven by the hospitality and entertainment communities. That's the
Okay.
base of New York City: hospitality and entertainment. New Las Vegas is similar, but life is limited to, or the entertainment is limited to the strip. When you go off the strip, it's a whole different land, it's a whole different atmosphere. But I think I love Vegas. I really
I
do.
can't hear nothing.
She can't hear nothing. She come on
I can't
loud.
hear.
She's so funny.
We can hear her.
Uh huh. Okay, she muted herself. It is literally storming outside. Like I live in like the Miami Fort Lauderdale area, and it is so cozy right now. It is.
Rosie.
When it starts storming, and you can hear the thunder and the rain is
My
just
bad.
hey.
This was last minute. I'm over here trying to get fabulous. He done out makeuped me.
Out makeup to me. So
I'm
what
trying to at least
questions do
get
you
some.
have? First of all, um, isn't this just a great conversation and interesting at the same time?
I want her to say no so bad. No, actually, I hate it. No, it's actually very boring and terrible.
Carrie, Carrie, we are talking about you, and you're muted. Okay, she don't know what she's doing. So I think, Carrie, can you hear us? Not if you can hear us.
That would be a
She
no.
was able to talk 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's definitely a great conversation. And it's interesting. I think that no, it's not boring, but yes.
Why are you
You
delayed?
can't hear me.
I can hear you now, but you're like 20 minutes behind
Can
us.
you hear me?
Now
Yes.
we can.
So what I'm saying is that I think it's an absolutely amazing conversation. And I
Keep talking, Carrie. We can hear you. Okay, she has a really bad delay.
Yeah, I wonder why too.
Yeah. Carrie, who's on your show today? Okay. So we'll go back to me and you, Brian, until she can figure out audio.
Okay.
Um but she's such a great spirit, and she has a show that comes on right after mine.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, so I wanted to give her that time to come up, and then also remind people because we already have a group of people here to go over, there afterwards.
Yeah. I'm almost done. I really am. I'm just wrapping it up. Just doing little detail things.
You are fine. I didn't give you a time clock.
Like I just want to get a finished look because people are invested. People have showed up to support you, to support us, and I love that.
Us, absolutely us, and I really thank you for this because I needed it.
Oh, good. I'm glad I could. I'm
Yeah.
glad that it's happened. I really am. I really am happy.
Jackie, are you going to come up? I sent you something into your LinkedIn direct message. I think you should, because Monday's what? Jackie has an also wonderful show as well.
Oh, I love this. I love that your camera is following me, that it automatically tracks.
What do you mean?
So I'll show you in just a second. I'm pouring. So when I do this, the camera follows me. Or I do that, the camera follows me.
It
Over
doesn't
here, it
happen.
does.
It doesn't happen automatically for everyone.
I think I'm using the app versus desktop. So maybe that's why.
There's Jackie Ray. She is on TikTok.
Hang on just a minute.
Okay. She said, hang on just a minute.
All right.
Thank you, William Rochelle. The weather is terrible here right now, tornadoes and rain. Be safe, Gary. Be safe. It's raining here too. It's really weird. Can you hear us, Jackie?
I can hear you guys. I had my LinkedIn going, and so it was going to double make noise. I always forget to turn that off. Bryant, you are a rock star. I got on live in my glasses just to give you a compliment. I don't.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I just wanted something different because the last, like, I'm always bringing really deep kind of global issues to light.
Yes.
And my show is not to sell anything or about consulting or coaching or books. It's really about just what's going on in the world. And right now, in my world, people like you, Jackie, that are spreading love on TikTok and trying to navigate the craziness, and people like Bryant are giving me life. It is really refreshing to see people out there that are supporting each other and that are willing to say hi.
He literally just found you and just congratulated you on that. I mean, he didn't need to do that, and that just speaks so highly of him. And so many people just won't reach out to people to give them an attagirl, an attaboy, and that's what we're missing right now.
It's important.
Now, I was dancing to Janet Jackson's "You Want This."
That helps.
Right? And I did have a great filter, so I was looking kind of sexy that day. My hat was to the side.
I think I saw that one too. That was TikTok, right?
Yeah, I love that little video because I literally, there's two things about that video. If there's two separate versions of it. So one, my dog pushes me and I fall into the chair, and that was by accident, but I stayed on beat.
It was perfect.
Like, I stayed on beat. And then the second one was I was playing her in the background and I was doing the moves. And I don't know if Bryant knows Janet Jackson as well as I do. But, on the "You Want This" part, how she kind of goes down early in them. And she, and I was able to get down with that little knee thing. I couldn't get back up.
I was just going to ask you.
But could you get up?
I could not get back up, but I made it down. I made it down. Jackie, thank you so much for everything. I want to thank you. Jackie blessed me.
You don't have to share that.
I'm not going to share everything.
Okay. You've blessed me enough too.
You blessed me with your presence, and waking up to a blessing, especially in this moment. It changed my day.
You change a lot of people's days all the time. Thank you for being you, Bill. So nice to meet you, Bryant.
Nice to meet you too
on TikTok, and I subscribe to your channel. And Bill,
Thank you. I will do the same.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Bye, guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye. See, everyone loves you, Bryant.
I love it.
Be fly. I will now
right back.
I will never forget that now.
Yeah, it's Butterfly 777 was not available when I did it. When I got this at an old screen name, and I was like, well, I guess B fly will do it. It kind of works as because some people think, oh, it's like Bryant so fly, and it's like no, it's just for butterfly.
Why butterfly?
Butterflies have been my favorite thing since a kid. I just love the idea. Well, you know what? Thinking about it, I think it goes back to like second grade, going to school in DC. Every year we grew monarch butterflies.
You
Um,
grew them
well,
in
we
a
learned the
terrarium.
process. Yeah, we learned the process of um, transition or transformation through butterflies, and then there would be a butterfly release at the White House. So we did a butterfly release in the Reagan White House on the lawn, on the
You're
back lawn
dating
of the White
yourself.
House. I know. On the lawn of the White House, Ronald Reagan. And I was a kid in elementary school. And
Did you
I
meet him?
think in general, he came and met the class
Nice.
and Nancy Reagan too. Um,
Nice. I mean, I don't care what someone's political views are,
yeah.
but to have the well,
Well,
to
yeah.
have a president, to have I don't even know how to
Put it
say it.
like this: there are presidents that, regardless of their affiliation, I would love to meet.
And there are others
That is
I don't
not to
care to
say
meet.
where I am now.
Okay.
That's
You
just
said
what
it,
it
I
is.
didn't. Yes.
You know, there are some that I would love, like, regardless. Let me meet, like, say Mitt Romney had become president, I would have been excited to meet Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
At this point, as an adult, being able to look back, Baby Bush, I would love to meet him. The way that he
Yeah.
interacts with Michelle Obama, he was
That
not
makes me
great.
love him.
He wasn't great in 9/11. He was lost in the sauce. But the way that he interacts and loves on Michelle Obama, I know that I would get down with him. I know that
Yes.
I would like him. And what I can appreciate about him is that he has always minded his business. No matter what
Absolutely.
happened with Barack Obama, he never commented on it. He never got involved. He never was a naysayer. He minded his business. He left office and became an artist. Like he's a
And
fabulous painter.
but one other thing, Brian, we know for sure, based on Michelle's attitude, that if he wasn't a good person, she
He
wouldn't be putting
wouldn't
up with it.
at all. They would not find themselves sitting side by side eating candy.
Right.
She wouldn't
Right.
do it. She would not do it. So I'm down with him.
People give her so much hell because they're like, why did she not show up to this or that? And she's just like,
She said,
I'm done.
out of curiosity, why Mitt? I don't know. It's certain people that like I would have loved to meet John McCain. It's
I would
just
have
certain
too.
people that
But
like
I cannot deal with his daughter.
I can when she's not in like vicious mode. I can deal with her when she is talking about reality TV and she's in like pop culture girl world. I like her a lot, and I love the fact that like even on The View, you can see that at some point a black woman was doing her hair because she started to do braids and accessories in the hair. So I
Yeah.
don't think that she's a bad person. I think that she can be annoying, but there's just certain people that I feel
She had an
I like.
entitlement,
Yeah,
and I'm entitled type of energy.
yeah, but Mitt Romney was like a money man. And I can talk about money. We can talk about money. So that's why. Not so much like he was so great. It's just that it's certain people that I'm like, okay, I'm with it. And Mitt Romney would be one of those people, regardless of the political affiliation.
And John McCain, because
And
when
John McCain.
John McCain, if and this is the Republicans, right? But he
Yeah,
took that mic from that woman, I'll never forget it, and said, "You will not talk bad about um, Barack Obama. He is
yeah,
a good person. We differ in our policies." And that was a humanitarian statement. That was
yeah,
someone who says, "You know what? I'm stopping the hate
yeah.
in this moment."
And
Um,
that's a choice. He made a choice.
and that, I knew who I was voting for, but had it been John McCain as a Democratic candidate, I would have voted for him because of that moment, because that
Yeah.
moment said a lot.
Yeah.
That moment said a lot, and it was about not allowing us to be even more divided.
Right. All right. Let's get us some eyes. And I think we're almost done. We'll get some eyes in. We'll do a lip, and we're ready to go.
So what do you mean eyes in? Oh, you're gonna put eyes in?
Contacts. We're gonna put some contacts in,
Felipe Cofino.
and then we will be done.
So you
Yes, I
just
put
chose
makeup in
pink
my ear.
for the you just chose pink for the ear just because,
Well, just because that's what I had in my airbrush,
and you had
and now
forgotten.
I'm able. Yeah, and I forgot. So we just keep going. So we've gotten the black in, we've gotten the gold, we got gold in the on the nose, we've gotten pink on the eyes and on the skin. So, like, mission accomplished. Pink, purple, black, and gold. And we'll
There you
see
go.
what else happens.
All right.
Um, let's finish up these eyes. Yeah, I never know what's gonna happen. I just do it. I
So if
just
I'm if I'm at a live with you on TikTok, do I just ask to come up,
yeah.
or do you not
Usually
have people?
I usually don't have people come up, and that's simply because it messes up my live. Every time I've ever tried it, I always end up having to restart, and then I lose half of the people. It's like it gives me one chance.
Yeah.
See, it gives me one chance to get the crowd in, and then it messed up. What do you miss, if anything, about your marketing career? Marketing, the career part of it. You know what I miss? The money. The money, because in art, it is very difficult to make the type of money that I was making in marketing and branding, and um, so that's what I miss most. The money.
But marketing has changed so much.
Yeah, the principles are the same though. I mean, you know what to do to get butts and seats, to get people to buy your product. You know what you have to say. You know, sometimes you can talk about the features. There are other times that you got to talk about the benefits to get people to do what you want them to do. And art is just different because people are buying. Art is an investment, but it's such an emotional connection. Whereas when I'm trying to get you to buy a bar of soap, price may be it may be the scent, it may be something else. Art is such a deep thing for people that it's a different space to be in, to try and get people to buy things. So that's the main thing that makes a difference, is the money. The money, the money, the money.
Did you specialize in a certain area of marketing?
No, marketing and advertising communication. So it's about the language, more so
When I say
than.
specialize, like CPG, entertainment.
No, I mean, I've worked on all sides of marketing. I've done, B2B. I've had CPG brands or CPG companies as my clients. Um, I've worked in social media branding and marketing, and social media analytics, and worked on a platform that aggregated data, of social media data in order to deliver it back to brands. I've been on the market research side, with confection brands and confection companies. I've done it for technology companies, and I've been on all sides of the business.
Got
All
it.
sides of the business. Old school direct mail. Um, Years ago, I worked for the Promotion Marketing Association. That is now, is it the American Marketing Association now? Because they've changed names.
My sister used to do marketing for Motown and Columbia and Sony. And I think Columbia and Sony were the same company. I think like Sony was the head brand and Columbia was under it.
Hmm.
I'm not really sure about it. And the music division, obviously. And she
Music
did a lot of
business
work.
is a different animal, a beast.
Yeah. Well, it's gone pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, more so, you're making money from touring, not from your album sales,
Yeah. Merch
unless
is
you're
a big
huge.
money maker.
So I'm thinking about doing. Actually, I'm not thinking about. I'm doing merch. It's being designed right now.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on that? Well,
Do it. Do
yeah.
it.
So I'm
Do it.
like
Do it.
my logo is black and it just says UBU Live, and
Uh-huh.
so I love black hats. So I'm doing a black baseball cap, UBU Live, very Rhythm Nationist.
Okay.
Like that type of vibe to it. It's black with white writing, and then I'm going to see how that goes, and then I'm going to do T-shirts and hoodies.
Yeah,
Because
I have mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, water bottles. I've done all those things. And it's a challenge as a creator to do that, because I really want to connect through the content.
right,
I'm not trying to sell you anything. But naturally people like, I would love that on a t-shirt. And so I'm like, would you buy it? And they say yes. I'm like, all right, then we'll do a t-shirt. But it's not this, push to, I don't want to be like the merch store. Then it
right.
becomes something else for me. But
My
it's a
brother, my brother owns his own apparel company,
mhm,
so I just asked. It just told him, make me this,
I love
and
that.
and pay for it because I ain't got no job. So
Like,
he's
look,
good. He's gonna give me a, a handful of hats, and we'll see how
don't
it
say.
goes.
Also, let's correct this.
Uh-huh.
You do have a job. This is your job. This is. It may not be your core income. It may not be your core job, but this is a job. This is work.
It
This is
is.
this is work. Being a content creator is a legit business. So just reframe the language. This is a pivot point. It may not be what you initially started out in, but that does not mean that you're not working and you don't have a job. Your job is to make connections and influence, and that's a real job.
I love you for that. I am so glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Look, it's real. I mean, we all have to adjust that thinking. There was a time that being an influencer, being a content creator was like this negative thing, that you were some vapid personality with no brain. And to create a community based on strangers that you've never met and be able to unify them to think about such certain subject matter or what's happening in the world, to talk about themselves personally, is a skill and a talent. That is a job. Everybody cannot be a host. Everybody can't be a host. So the fact that you are able to create an environment that 1,000 people have subscribed to, that is now different than you hanging out with people online. That is a
1800.
legit 1800. See, this is what I'm saying, is that 18, and that's why I don't dive into the numbers, but like there's a sound on TikTok that says like 30 people, like if 30 people watch my content, I may be disappointed, but if 30 people showed up at my house unannounced, I would be overwhelmed. So that 30 was just 30 people saw my video or 30 people liked my video. If 30 people knocked on my door back to back, I would be blown away. So just because it's in this environment, thinking about there's somebody in Alaska, there's someone in Georgia, there's someone in Canada, there's someone in Zimbabwe, making the choice to look at my content and tap the screen and say hello or like it, that's major.
Thank
That's
you.
major.
And everyone is telling you, they're thanking you because I have a pretty decent, I have a good community of people
Hmm.
that support. And they're like, thank you so much. I've been trying to tell Bill this for a minute.
Yeah, don't. This is not a whimsy. This is not like a whim. This is you putting in work and making impact. So, at what point should merch be introduced when you're growing on social media? When people start asking for it, when people start saying, "I would love to have a UBU cap. I would love to help you promote." Let them.
Yeah.
That's the time. That's when it's time. You can do it prematurely and it doesn't go anywhere. Or you strike when people start saying, I would love to wear that. I would love to see that on a t-shirt. Give it to them.
So you know where the idea came from was I have this is my regularly scheduled show, and
Hmm.
then what the little clips that you may or may not see, that's my living room talk, and
Okay.
on that I wear my brother's baseball cap, that a
Hmm.
trucker hat that he created, and I love it, and so I'm like, well, if I'm gonna be wearing a trucker hat, I might
Let it
as
be
well say,
mine.
yeah, absolutely, and I'm more than happy to promote his stuff, but why not? You know, they're watching UBU live. They're watching, me as the host. Um, Coach Carey, you so shady. I don't know what they're talking about. Um, but yeah, I was just like, I need my own hat, and so we're gonna have to develop it. And I'm not even gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna wear it
Yeah.
and then see how many people comment on it.
Yeah.
And
When
then
people start asking for it, that's when you do it.
so you guys, how do I look today? I'm not asking you, Brian. Carrie, Felipe, you like this look? I'm in my pajamas underneath this,
Are
but
you?
yeah, I'm wearing my MC Hammer harem pants.
Come on, MC.
Yep.
Pumps in a bump. Too legit to quit.
My my favorite from back then, outside of him, was B Angie B. I don't want to lose your love.
I don't want to lose your love. B. Angie V danced with her whole back.
Yep.
What was her ballad?
I don't remember, but I don't want to lose your love.
Yeah.
Just everything about this, not even, but she sang it.
Yeah.
Like she
She put steak
sang
on it.
it, and then the music itself was just dope as hell.
Yeah. BNGB, Oaktown 357. That was a time period for Video Jukebox Network that I
Hmm.
used to love the box.
I want to thank Jackie for coming up today. That was extremely special. I want to thank Felipe for showing up today. Um, let's make sure that we get everybody.
And I'm going to get these contacts in and we are done.
Kenneth Dunner, thank you very much for coming up today. Amy, thank you. Kelly, thank you. Chasen Forehand, thank you so much. Chasen, I gotta do something with you. I'm dead serious. I keep actually if you can reach out and I'll be on your show or whatever you want to do. I just we did that one time on Substack and it was stank. So Dixon wrote because my audio was off. So there was a delay, Bryant, while
Mm.
we were talking, which made it which made it hard. And just like you, I hadn't met Jason before, and so we were trying to work through it, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Fax Fazrot, thank you very much. Amy, thank you. Dixon Road, thank you. Leslie Flowers, I love you. Gregory Liverpool said, just think of Bryant as Charlotte from Sex in the City.
Am I a Charlotte?
Well, she was a museum curator.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think you're a Charlotte though. I think you're a
I
Samantha, but that's just my that.
I want to be, you know what the thing is I want to be a Samantha so bad, but it ain't happening. I'm definitely a Carrie Samantha, I think. A Carrie Charlotte, unfortunately. Is but I
Why?
want I want to be a Samantha badly. badly, but it ain't happening.
Are you saying that you're just not getting the roles, or
I'm not getting the roles. I'm not getting the co-stars. Nothing.
but you're
You
trying?
said TikTok crush. I ain't had a crush at all. All right, there we go.
Roy Drink, Aaron Gibson, Todd Campfield, Jeffrey.
There we go. I even put in gold
Jim
eyes
Carrey.
for you.
Gorgeous.
That's the look.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Narcisse. Roger. I want to thank everybody that showed up. There's so many comments in there, and I do apologize that I don't get through all the comments. And the reason why is because I try to cut. First of all, are there any comments about like the art that was just created? It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. Do you want to run over to Carrie's show with me?
Sure, why not?
All right. So let me send you the link really quick because her show's starting at 6. And I want to make sure.
Started.
Yeah, I want to make sure that we're not forgetting her.
Yes. I'll stay here for a bit. I still have to record and change and all that stuff to get content because we're going to use this look.
Hold on for a second. I can't figure out why. You know, my browser slows up when I try to do certain things. Do you have LinkedIn?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Hmm.
All right. So here it is. Are you able to pull that?
Let's see. It'll make me go on pause if I go look.
What? You can go on pause.
Oh, I can see it. Okay. I
You
should
want me
be
to send
able
this to you on your
I'm
TikTok?
going to double tap it. Oh, I can't get it. Screenshot. But send it to me on TikTok too.
Yeah. So she may ask you to come up.
Okay.
Not sure. But let's make sure that we support her and tell her that we are here. Because I feel a little bit bad that we
Weren't able to talk to her.
No, that we're running into her time.
Oh, okay.
Because I try my, it's a respect thing.
Yes.
Now I got to try to find you. Oh, there you are. $636,000 likes.
Is that how many I have? Wow. That's amazing.
You said wow.
And the whole thing is that I will keep patting onto this face as long as I'm on. So
go ahead, keep doing it because there's a good chance that maybe she'll pull you up and it'll just be a continuation, like we can see the final.
Well, this is the final. I just keep doing stuff.
Okay.
So
you look
I
fantastic.
will see you. Thank you. I will see you in just a moment. I just want to say thank you for even asking me to do this. I had a blast doing it. And if you ever needed me to do it again, I will do it again.
Absolutely. Hold on for a second. I'm going to close out and then we'll talk backstage.
Yeah.
You little creep, why you keep watching me? Hovering around my page, trying to breathe up on my stage. Leave me alone. You little creep, why you keep stalking me? Looking through my life like you belong in my night. Leave me alone. You little low down drunk. Everything you do feels fake. Every move is for display alone. That spirit you sell ain't real. That soulfulness is just a peel. I ain't got time for your raggedy deal. Go get a life and get real. I gave you grace, I gave you space. I tried to let it fade. I took the high road, bit my tongue, and still you kept parading. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't come creeping on my page. Don't come stepping on my stage. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't write me no song. Don't say my name. Don't do me wrong. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get on my zone. Leave me alone. Going back home. I unfollowed you, I let it rest. Did not report you, did not make a mess. But don't send me no friend requests. Don't send me no follow requests. I try to be decent, I try to be kind. Oh, this kind of friendship ain't nowhere near mine. Go creep on somebody else's page. Go jump on somebody else's stage. I do not want no part of you. Something ain't right in what you do. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my game out your boot. Oh, take 1 minute, find yourself and meditate. Gotta love. Leave me alone. Ooh, leave me alone. Oh, don't come creeping on my page. Don't come stepping on my stage. Oh, leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone. Don't write me no song. Don't say my name. Don't do me wrong. Just leave me alone. I thought we were friends, but that ain't this. Friend don't move like you're a feminist. Go play the victim. Ooh, wear your crown. Go act like the martyr when it all falls down. And no matter what I say, and no matter what I do, I'll be that angry black man. If it lies, you tell us true. Do what you do, but this ends here.